And at this time, we ask that you continue standing as we honor America and all the brave men and women who've served our country with the singing of our national anthem. Presented by the Duval County Supervisor of Elections. Remember, early voting for the December 7th special election begins November 27th. Performing tonight's anthem is the Montclair Elementary Chorus. Presenting the colors this evening is the Inglewood High School ROTC.
Color guard coming out right now, and we are ready for your national anthem. And we are ready for hockey now as the Icemen will host the Orlando Solar Bears. Just the second home game of the year for the Icemen, but it's already the third time that they will face off with Orlando. They have played twice in Orlando, once losing in overtime, once losing in regulation by a score of 3-2. As I bring in my broadcast partner, Alex Reed. Good to have the tandem of Arlex back once again. Reader, as we are ready to go, and finally a stretch where the Icemen get to stay in their own beds for a little while. 9 of the next 10 at home, and man, do they need it.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the fact that I've been getting a chance to. There we go. Trying to fix the mic up a little bit there. I was peeking a little bit of a pop there. We'll get that fixed. Either way, looking forward to the opportunity really to be sleeping in my own bed as well. And I know that that's just something that these guys have been looking forward to. We kind of figured it up. Over 2,300 miles on the road round trip. Over 40 hours on the bus. 7 of the first 8 games all on the road. This is a welcome sight, no doubt about it, for this club to be able to be at home ice, not just for one game, but for a series of games. I believe 4 to be exact.
And I feel terrible for head coach Nick Luchak in the circumstances for the first 2 home games. You couldn't have drawn it up any worse. Last week for the home opener, Icemen are on the road, 6-hour road trip. They're hosting a team that had the night off the night before. They were well rested. They were here in Jacksonville already, and it showed as South Carolina beat Jacksonville on opening night. Well, tonight, same thing. In Greenville last night, traveling to get here. A well-rested Orlando team. They haven't played in a couple of days. So they are ready for the Icemen, and they're better rested than even the Icemen are coming here at home. And the schedule maker certainly did not do the Icemen any favors in the opening month of the season.
None. I mean, none at all. I mean, it's been incredible here when you look at how this has all played out here for this club. We talked about that with Nick Luchak last night. Pretty much every team that we've played has just been sitting waiting on the Icemen to come from wherever they've been coming from.
Yeah.
And that's a big disadvantage without question for this club.
We are just about ready for your opening face-off. Referee tonight is Alexander Ross, your 2 linesmen, Tanem Wyanzik. If you think that I'm mispronouncing that, if you have in your referee fantasy league Tarrington Wyanzik, well, They are brothers, at least I'm assuming that they are brothers. So there is a Tarrington and now a Tannum joining the Wyonzek brothers. So he is paired off with Cole Rui tonight. The Icemen coming in at 2 wins, 4 losses, 1 overtime loss, 1 shootout loss. For Orlando, 4 wins, 2 losses, 1 overtime loss. Charles Williams in goal tonight for the Icemen, 1-2-0 and 1 on the year, but his numbers are great. 2.44 goals against, save percentage of 91.7%. For the Solar Bears, they will have Brad Barone in goal, 2-1 on the year, 2.16 goals against average, save percentage 93.5%. The Icemen and Luke Lynch win the draw, and there's a man down right at the face-off dot, right on the opening face-off. I believe it was Alexei Lipanov who went down as soon as the puck dropped. I don't know what happened there. It was just a routine face-off, but he is laying right on the red line. He's the one who took the draw, and he went sprawling down to the ice. I don't know if it was maybe a groin injury or a muscle injury, or if there's something more than that.
Yeah, he definitely dropped, and not certain really what happened there to get that. I'm not sure. I just looked up and he was down. He was just sent to the team for the American Hockey League, and he's a dangerous player. But you're right, he's heading down the tunnel right out of the get-go.
I've never seen anything like that. So we're going to drop the face-off again, just 6 seconds in. And again, it is Luke Lynch winning the draw for Kyle McKenzie, and the Icemen try to break it into the Orlando zone. They do get it in deep. First on the puck, the Solar Bears, Luke McInnes, up the near side boards, off the wall and out, and the Icemen rim it right back in. Barone will leave the puck for McGinnis. And the Solar Bears look to move it up the left wing side. High-powered offensive line here with Aaron Luchak. He'll be on the wing with Tyler Bird and Fabrizio Ricci. Aaron Luchak, the league's leading scorer last year, and same as it ever was, as he has 14 points in 7 games to start this year, including 5 against the Icemen, 5 points in just 2 games against Jacksonville. Face off to the left of Barone, and the Icemen in the offensive end will win it. Behind the net, it's Aaron Azarian. That's Jacksonville's leading scorer, just as he was last year also. To the blue line for Panetta. He'll bring it back around the wall. Brown from behind the net. Carries it all the way to the far side half boards. Ridden into the wall there by Ricci. Helping out is Jake Elmer. Elmer strips it loose, comes free for Nazarian. Nazarian gets by a couple of men, goes to the goal line, extended centering feed. What a save by Barone on the shot from Jeff Taylor, who had pinched in from the blue line, icing against the Solar Bears. It is so good to have Jeff Taylor back in the lineup for the Icemen after spending most of last year with the Hartford Wolfpack and all of this year with the Wolfpack until last night, when he finally came back to the Icemen. And he is showing you what that brings to the table, and what a feed that was from Aaron Nazarian as well. As the Icemen get the opportunity in the opening minute of play, a minute and a couple of ticks on the clock anyway, as the Solar Bears take it behind their own cage. It is McGinnis snapping one off the near side boards. It gets deflected in by Ricci. First on it for the Icemen. Behind his own net is Croy Evingson. Evingson just stationed behind the cage for the time being, waiting for a line change to complete. Evingson throws it up the near side, or for far side rather, for Howardchuk. Knocked away by the Solar Bears, but Evingson gets it right back. Moves it to center this time. Deflected puck again for the Icemen. And it's Roth up where the blue line for Howardchuk. Couldn't pull the string on it. It got taken away from him by Braden Barker. Icemen cannot hold it in the zone, and the Solar Bears skate through the neutral zone. Pashnuk on the backhand. It's intercepted by the Icemen at center ice. On the right wing, by himself for the moment, Sean Giles. Giles, the defenseman, comes in deep behind the Orlando net. He'll leave the puck there where Montana Onyebuchi moves it forward, and Dylan Fitz will forehand it in, sliding it softly behind the net of Charles Williams. Icemen are first on it, trying to break the pressure from the Solar Bears. They do so very well. Mikulchuk gets it to center ice. That is all, and the Solar Bears will drive it back behind the Jacksonville net. Austin McEnany just activated from the reserve list tonight and back in action after missing a handful of games. We will have an icing call against the Icemen. 2:24 gone by in this contest. It is 0-0. One shot on goal for the Icemen. It was a dandy, but Brad Barone making the save. Faceoff will be to the left of Williams. Luke Lynch on the face-off for the Icemen. Jacksonville going with a unconventional alignment as the Solar Bears get a drive from the blue line. That is blocked in front, never reached the net. Solar Bears try again, that is knocked away. Here is Lynch trying to clear out, couldn't get there. Ricci defended by Giles just to the left of Charles Williams. Austin McEnany is there also. McEnany picks up the loose change. He'll stick handle up the right wing side. Good deke around one man and feeds it to Lynch. Lynch over the blue line for Craig Martin. Martin takes a hit in order to work it free into the right wing corner for Vlad Michalchuk. Michalchuk couldn't get it to the blue line. He tried to move it to Kyle McKenzie, but that was well read by Parker for the Solar Bears, and it comes deep into the Jacksonville zone. Tyler Bird against Aaron Nazarian. Bird will reverse it, going to the near side boards for Chad Duchesne. Duchesne takes a big hit as he gets a centering feed away. Parker with a wrister and a screen that is blocked in front. Jacob Friend off the boards, trying to set up an indirect pass for Brown. It's out of his reach. Icing will be called against the Icemen. And we'll bring it back into the Jacksonville zone once more. The Icemen in their mental health awareness jerseys. They actually look fairly similar to their regular home jerseys now, with the exception being a green ribbon band across the bottom of the jerseys, but the blue is fairly similar, maybe slightly lighter of a blue as opposed to the more medium blue. This is a slightly lighter blue, but they look pretty sharp as a wrister from the Solar Bears gets deflected over the crossbar and off the glass. Orlando holding it in. It is Parker behind the net for Bird. Bird off the boards, slapper from the blue line, deflected, and I think that might have gone off the mask of Williams on the deflection. Comes free for Aaron Luchak, dropping it down low for Tyler Bird. He's defended by Kyle McKenzie on the play. Solar Bears knock it free. It's Duchesne at the left point. Duchesne back around the wall we go, all the way to the right wing corner for Bird for the Solar Bears still. Some pressure from Orlando. Forehand goes wide of the net from Fitz. Comes free for Michalchuk. Michalchuk will work it free to center ice. Nazarian on the forecheck. Can't get to the loose puck. The Solar Bears deflect in. A bouncer on net. Williams actually had to be alert. Had to go down butterfly style to make that save from center ice on the deflection. A one-hopper. We've got a whistle stoppage in play. It's going to be too many men on the ice for the Icemen. Easy call to make there. Bad line change and a power play for the Solar Bears coming up. And that is the last thing you want with this Orlando club. Orlando not only has the top scorer in the ECHL in Aaron Luchak, but they also have the top power play. First out of 26 teams, 8 for 22 on the year. The Solar Bears 36.4% in the early going, Reader.
Yeah, I mean, this is a dangerous group here. And, of course, Aaron Luchak, I mean, we know what he did there back on October 31st. He had that 4-point night, the hat trick. But he's well on his way, Arlie, to maintain his crown as the ECHL's scoring leader. Already 14 points on the season, and 5 of those against Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's penalty kill has improved as of late, 19th in the league, 80.6%. They've killed off 25 of 31 shorthanded situations. So an absolute bail bonds penalty kill for the Icemen. But the Solar Bears work the puck loose in the offensive zone, but as they play it to Nick Bly, it jumps over his stick and comes back into the Solar Bear end. Orlando has allowed 2 shorthanded goals as it comes back behind the net of Williams. Williams will try and play it himself around the glass all the way to the right point, held in by the Solar Bears. Left circle, centering feed, getting a piece of there was Williams with the goaltender's stick. Comes forward, free to the blue line. Nazarian, can he get it loose? He would have had Christopher Brown on a clean breakaway had he been able to clear it, but he could not get it free. Along the near side boards, 3-on-3 battle. Who's going to win it? It is the Icemen taking over, and Nazarian will stick handle out to center ice. All by himself, shorthanded 1-on-2. Couldn't get the shot away, but he'll kill some time and allow the rest of his teammates to change up for a line change. And Nazarian got hit up high, well behind the play. No call there as the Solar Bears hold it in. Shot gets deflected into the corner. Nazarian with his stick, or with his helmet off of his head. And we'll see if the linesman maybe will talk to referee about this, about a potential penalty on Orlando well off the play. Nazarian was a solid 100 feet away from referee Alexander Ross on the play. And we'll see if the linesmen come in and decide that there's going to be a penalty here. I don't know, but that stick went way up on Aaron Nazarian. Linesman Tanem Wyonzik now does go to Aaron Nazarian, and I wonder if they're going to call a penalty here. Linesmen can call penalties, but I think they can only call double minors or above, or too many men. So if there's no blood on Nazarian, I'm not sure if a linesman has any kind of recourse to be able to make a minor penalty call.
Yeah, I'm not certain. I mean, I've seen situations in which linesmen and referees get together. Hey, what did you see? What did I miss? Maybe you guys caught something. You're right, but I think you really have to have something traumatic, an injury or blood being drawn. And obviously, I don't think that is the case here. So it would appear that it's still going to remain an Orlando power play here. But and Nick Luco at the front of the bench here, he's going to get his explanation right now. But I mean, his helmet was completely off.
Completely.
It's like it didn't just, wasn't Inspector Gadget, go Gadget, and pops out. That's not what happened there. But it sprung off because, well, something happened behind the play.
He is okay. Let's start with that, too. But it is still a power play for the Solar Bears. No call made. And it's going to be 5-on-4 still for another 35 seconds for Orlando. The Icemen have killed this off very well thus far, and they also win this draw. And Craig Martin will wrist it the length of the pond. He got tripped up on the play as well, but Ross not making a call there. None necessary. And Orlando trying to get to the blue line. Another poke check, this time by Jacob Friend, not allowing a clean entry into the zone for the Solar Bears. And another poke check there by Jacksonville. Redirects it out of play. 12 seconds to go. The unfortunate part with that deflection, even though it was a fine deflection, I believe by Kyle McKenzie, is because it was just inside the Jacksonville blue line. It makes the faceoff go deep into the defensive zone for the Icemen.
Yeah, another 1.5 feet or so that his faceoff's coming outside the zone. And that's a good point. That's exactly where you want to be taking draws when you're up a man on the power play. You want to have that ozone draw. If you get a clean win back to the point, get a little bit of a screen, you can really wreak havoc there in front of the Iceman net.
Ryan Roth is the man in the penalty box for the Icemen. Jacksonville is able to clear it out, just barely clear it out. Now a hand pass called against the Solar Bears. Roth serving the time for the bench minor for too many men on the ice. Down to just 6 seconds to go on the power play, and with the face-off outside the blue line. Let's call this one a absolute bail bonds penalty kill for the Icemen, and a nice start defensively here for Jacksonville. I mentioned, at least briefly before this penalty, that the Icemen going with an unconventional roster alignment tonight. 9 forwards, 7 defensemen, as opposed to the traditional 10 forwards, 6 defenseman alignment, and we'll see if that pays dividends here.
Well, that's the second consecutive game this week against Orlando that they've gone with that type of lineup. Orlando went with the same lineup as well on Tuesday. You had 2 teams with 10 forwards and 7 defensemen, and the Icemen had the normal last night in Greenville, the 10 and the 10 and the 6, and then of course you've got the 9 and 7 approach here. So you're right, a little unconventional. It's the second time this week that the Icemen have had to do it, both against Orlando, and Orlando had to do it on Tuesday as well.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Jacksonville back through the neutral zone, trying to deflect it into the Orlando end is Aaron Nazarian. Solar Bears drive it right back out. Bouncing puck belongs to the Solar Bears. They've got a 2-on-1 if they hustle. Bird with a wrister. Oh, what a play by Austin McEnany. Welcome back to the ice, Austin McEnany, after coming off the injured list. A sensational defensive effort, and now in transition, it's the Icemen. Elmer with a centering feed. That gets deflected, comes up high. It is loose in the crease, but the Solar Bears sweep it away and will flip it high out to the neutral zone. And look out in the bench as the Iceman McEnany drove it right into his own team bench. Everybody's okay. It ends up in the right hand of head trainer Jake Reardon, and I'm glad that he just ended up with the puck instead of having to tend to somebody on the bench. And we will take our first break in the action, Reader. We've got 12:53 to go in period number 1. It is early on. It is scoreless. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
By the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Gray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; And Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Just be positive.
We are back. Face-off is in the Jacksonville zone. Howardchuk unable to clear for now. Some pressure from the Solar Bears, holds it in. Centering pass, however, deflected away by Croy Evingson. I think he's had a great start to the year. The 6'5" blue liner still in his rookie campaign after a cup of coffee with the Icemen last season. Jacksonville still struggling, trying to clear. Roth got a piece of it with his glove, but not enough again. It's Orlando dumping it in deep. Evingson on the left wing side. Outlets it for Sanchez, who redirects out. Shots on goal, 2-1 for the Solar Bears. Jacksonville had a grade A chance in the opening minute of play, but not a single shot on goal since then. And we're now at the 8-minute mark as the Icemen play it into the zone. It's Michalchuk on the right wing side. Tries to dangle around a defenseman, couldn't do it. It was poke checked out to the neutral zone. Huge hit from Michalchuk, dropping Keene, not necessarily to his knees, but he really felt that one right at the penalty box doors, right where Joe Massa sits, our public address announcer. As the Icemen play it through center, it's Michalchuk again, using that big 6'4" frame. He's not known for his physical play necessarily, but you saw it there. He will lay the lumber when given the opportunity.
He's actually a lot more physical than people might take him credit for. I mean, he uses that size, kind of a power forward. Anytime he has a chance to finish a check, he does it pretty much every time.
Good cross ice outlet pass for Jacksonville as Michalchuk softly brings it into the Solar Bears zone. Craig Martin completing his check as well as Aaron Luchak on his back check, hounded by Christopher Brown, trying to dislodge the puck, and they get the turnover. It is Elmer to the left side. That pass was just behind Nazarian. It was a very difficult pass to make, but the Icemen do hold it in the zone. Brown with a pass. That goes off a skate, coming all the way back into the Jacksonville zone. Nazarian was cutting into the slot, hoping that he could receive that pass.
And what we just saw there, those two errant passes or deflection off of something, that's been the Jacksonville Icemen team here in the last week. They just can't seem to get those chances to go through and set up other opportunities. There's been a lot of tips and blocks.
Icemen take it into the offensive zone. McKenzie pinches, holds it in. Brown with a turnaround shot. Save made by Barone with purpose as he redirects the pad save into the corner. Nazarian with a spin move around the man. Sharp angle shot. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Brown got a whack at it but couldn't put it on goal. He had his stick held up at the last second. Nazarian holds it in, and the best pressure of the night early on here for the Icemen. Brown back into the right wing corner. Nazarian held down on the play. Fans want to call. They will not get it. McKenzie at the blue line, unable to hold it in. Jacksonville gets it back at center, but some good looks there from the line of Jake Elmer, Aaron Nazarian, and Christopher Brown. That's your top line from the Icemen. All holdovers from last year's team, and they show it with their chemistry. Nazarian, the leading scorer early on, 8 points in 8 games for the Icemen this year. 3 goals, 5 helpers. Puck is bottled up in the neutral zone. Comes free for Jacksonville briefly, but they can't play it in deep. Instead, it's the Solar Bears and Luke Boca behind the net of Williams. McEnany takes a hit in order to get it free for Ryan Roth. Outlet pass tipped away. Howardchuk gets a piece of it, steps around a man, 2-on-1 in deep. Howardchuk, forehand, Barone with the save. Rebound high into the air behind the net. It stays in play. Excellent work there from Ben Howardchuk, bidding for the goal on the turnover. He had Sanchez, but the passing lane was covered. Howardchuk made the right decision, and I like that even though it was a sharp angle reader, I like that he went straight for net on that one because the pass just wasn't there for him.
No, it wasn't. He did the right thing. Just if you get a chance to take it, do it, and hopefully good things will happen there. And that's the thing with Barone. Get shots on him. He makes a good first save, but those second chance opportunities is where you can get them. And if you get it on goal, maybe the Icemen would have gotten a second opportunity there.
Icemen now behind the Orlando net. Barone misplays it, tries to clear it out. It goes off the glass and out of play. And we will take another break with 8:51 to go in period number 1. It remains Jacksonville nothing, Orlando nothing. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. FlowHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet, experience the best.
Along with Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you. Back on home ice as Jacksonville, just their second home game of the year in game number 9. Jake Elmer in the offensive zone. Taps it onto his stick. And we're going to have a whistle and a stoppage in play. Elmer touched the puck with a high stick. And that's going to bring the faceoff outside the blue line. I didn't think it was a high stick. It was above waist level, but I would have let it go. The officials feel differently than me. And they matter. I don't really matter in this equation.
No.
No, I don't.
End of the day, it's pretty much it. So.
One of my favorite hockey quotes at the end of the day. I think every coach in hockey will say that about 3 times per press conference.
At the end of the day, we just need to be better. At the end of the day, we did all the right things. You know, whichever the case may be. You're right.
Yeah. It's a go-to, no doubt about it.
There's a big joke out there, too, about hockey players in every interview. Oh, we got to get pucks deep, get pucks deep, get pucks deep. That seems to be the big joke that goes around. So, anyway.
Well, the Icemen couldn't get the puck deep, but they will take a penalty against Orlando. Heading into the box, it was an offensive zone penalty for hooking. I believe that's Tyler Bird going into the box, and he's going to get the business from Jack's Blue Man. I would not want the business from Jack's Blue Man, by the way, nor from the whiteboard man. Getting some double-barreled ribbing in the penalty box. So the Icemen to the power play. Darley's Plumbing power play. On the year, 5 for 31 overall, 16.1%, 17th overall in the league. Orlando, a good penalty kill also early on. 7th overall in the league, 19 of 22 at 86.4%. And the Solar Bears will clear it out, but Jacksonville has the opportunity with the power play. They're still missing their quarterback on the power play, Brandon Fortunato. Fortunately, Jeff Taylor, a pretty good fill-in for the Icemen as Taylor takes it over the blue line. Clean entry into the zone to the blue line. Brown tries to hold it in, can't do it. Luchak will knock it out.
Yeah, Taylor's a great addition, a welcome one at that. He was very active yesterday, made a big difference. And if the Iceman gets healthy again, get Fortunato and him back, and you got two guys you can swing on both your power play units.
And the Icemen get the puck in the offensive zone. They'll set up shop. Taylor at the right point. Flips it to the circle for Elmer, right circle. Playing it down low for Nazarian. Nazarian hounded on the play, tries to spin away from McGinnis. Good feed to the blue line. Taylor takes the shot. Save made by Barone. I think everybody was thinking that Taylor was going to pass the puck to the left side. I think Taylor expected to play it to the left side, but Orlando defensively overplayed it, and at the last possible second, Taylor just threw it on net, and Barone was there to make the save. Still 1:07 to go with the man advantage for the Icemen.
Yeah, I thought he was going to slide it over on the wing. There was a man open at the left wing circle. Thought that was going to be the play. He gave a look to that way, but then decided to call his own number on this shot. And I think it kind of stunned Barone a little bit. And, of course, all of us, I think, right now.
Icemen win the face-off. It is Howardchuk into the circle, looking for Lynch at the bumper. Bouncing feed. It's going to be a hand pass against the Icemen. Jacob Panetta out there on the power play at the right point. He tapped the puck ahead, but it went to Luke Lynch for the face-off.
Yeah, you know, Panetta's a guy that, maybe didn't start in the season, and now with the injury, he's getting a chance to play. And, talking with the coaches, they were really happy with the way he played in Orlando on Tuesday. He was really active. He was taking a lot of shots. So I think he, just by that little bit of an audition and the way he is starting to kind of get acclimated here to the pro level, I think he's earned himself this opportunity to be on the power play.
Well, good for him. Just as we say that, he is not on the ice right now. Taylor is back on the ice for the Icemen. Still 42 seconds to go on this power play. Cross ice look, Brown to Sanchez, takes it into the offensive zone. Taylor at the blue line. Left to right feed for Elmer. Wrister in a screen looking for the high tip. It was deflected but not cleared yet by Orlando. Elmer at the right circle. Playing it down low. Nazarian between the legs pass. Loose in the paint. And Orlando sweeps it away. Excellent feed there from Nazarian. A blind pass. He had Sanchez on the back door. Just couldn't get it all the way to him. What a nifty play that would have been. A play of the week for sure had it connected. Just 8 seconds to go on this power play. The Icemen at their own blue line. Austin McEnany for Craig Martin. Martin shifts around Pashnuk, gets it to the blue line and plays it down low. Team's playing 5-on-5 now as the Solar Bears try to clear it. McEnany gets a piece, holds it in. Martin's feed, deflected away, held in. Wrister by Michalchuk is gloved by Barone, with Martin on the doorstep waiting to see if a puck would come loose. It did not. But the Icemen up to 4 shots on goal. Orlando only has 2 shots on goal right now. So definitely a bit of a sleepy start from them. This is the situation where when you catch a team that's a little bit sleepy, you want to jump on them, take the lead. That has not happened yet. First goal is going to be so important, I think, for the Icemen, really crucial. Jacksonville wins the faceoff in the offensive zone. It's McEnany for Michalchuk for Lynch and a forehand. That one also gloved by Barone. May have gone wide, too close to call, but the faceoff will be back in the Solar Bear end, and we will take a faceoff and a stoppage in play. 5:54 to go in period number 1. It remains Jacksonville nothing, Orlando nothing. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
The 2022 Warrior ECHL All-Star Classic is coming to Jacksonville. Join us for this fun, multi-day hockey celebration and watch your Jacksonville Icemen take on the Stars of tomorrow. The fun begins on Sunday, January 16th with the Fan Fest presented by Hodges Mazda. There'll be a live music, interactive games, a Hall of Fame ceremony, and a chance to meet the players. Then on Monday, January 17th, your Icemen go head-to-head against the ECHL All-Stars in the Warrior ECHL All-Star Game. All-Star Game and Fan Fest ticket packages are currently available for your family or business. Contact the Icemen at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksonvilleicemen.com.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Fans, when you're feeling the free face-off in the Orlando zone, thank you so much again for being with us. Arlie Johnson on the play-by-play, Alex Reed on the color tonight. Reeder, after getting to call a whole mess of games in the early part of the season.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Did we ever? It was quite a stretch. It was long. I can tell you, I know I was tired. I can't imagine these guys, having to play and then get on a bus and then play the next day and quick turnarounds. It's a rough way to start the season, but, no one's feeling sorry for the Icemen.
No.
And, they did what they could do. I thought they competed most of the way through. Just things didn't go their way. Maybe had some poor starts in some games. But despite how it's played out here in the last week and a half or so, I like what the team has shown. It's just they've got to just all bring it together here. And I think when they do, they're going to be tough, as we saw in the first couple games of the year.
The Icemen called for icing as we were talking. And again, for Jacksonville, their overall record right now, 2-4-1-1. That might not sound all that good, but again, considering it's only been 1 home game so far, I don't mind the position if they capitalize on this home stretch of 9-10. You do well on this homestand, you're talking about maybe a 7-3 kind of record, something along those lines. The next thing you know, you're above 500 and you're right back where you wanted to be. They didn't get devastated by this opening stretch. They're very much in the thick of things, but they do need this stretch to go very well in order for that to still hold water.
They do. And, I know that there's always been this thing, the Icemen don't get off to great starts during the season, to start the year. It's what ultimately really doomed the team last year. But again, I think the thing difference between last year's team, they weren't playing very well early in the year. And, and then they got better towards the end of the year. This club's actually been competing. They've been playing well, but they have to take care of their home ice. There's no more excuses. They've got to get it done.
Puck is loose in the top of the crease. Jacksonville just swept it away. Charles Williams, in a massive humanity in front of him, kept that puck out. Orlando with some pressure, however. Centering feed deflects to the far side wall. Solar Bears chop it back behind the net. It is Luchak. Defended by Friend. Beautifully done there by Jacob Friend. Spins away from Luchak and starts the rush for Nazarian and then for Brown. Brown with a man right on his heels, but Brown takes it over the blue line. It's Nazarian at the right wing circle on his backhand. Looking to go wide on a man, spilled on the play. Held there by Elmer behind the Orlando net. Looking for somebody to feed to, has nobody for now. He'll just play it back down low for Nazarian. Nazarian stick handles away from a man. Orlando pokes it loose. A couple of men for the Icemen actually ran into each other there, and they separated the puck from each other. Down to 4:28 to go in the first period. Still no score. Solar Bears with the puck deep in their own zone. It's Michael Brodzinski. Cleared in by Luke Boca to the right of Charles Williams. Taylor takes the body. Panetta takes the puck for the Icemen, feeds it to Vlad Mikulchuk, then for Craig Martin. Martin to the blue line, onside, 2-on-1. Lynch can't get the shot away. Lynch skated right into the defender. If he had just been able to give himself a little more separation, it looked like Mikulchuk would have been all alone. I don't know if he just didn't read it properly. Instead, it's Martin between the legs, and a save made by Barone. What a move, but Barone made the stop as Martin tried to make a highlight reel goal. He put it on frame, but Barone made the stop. Oh, what a move from Craig Martin.
It was pretty. If he could have finished it off, we would have had probably the goal of the month, just like Jake Elmer did for October. We would have had it for November, sealed up right there. That was pretty. Unfortunately, Barone made the save there to keep that one out. But very intuitive type situation and goal there for Martin to think on his heels there, because he had to make a decision quick. And really, that was probably the only way he was going to get a shot off there.
And it's amazing how, 15 years ago, a play like that would have gotten you benched by a coach. Now it's just, hey, what an effort, man. Good job.
That's so true.
Jacksonville in their own zone. Sanchez got a stick up high, but no call there from your referee tonight, Alexander Ross. We will play on. Icemen clear it ahead. It is Ben Howarchuk wheeling and dealing out of his own zone. Deeks around a man, feeds it for Sanchez. Over the blue line for Roth. Crisscrossing with Howarchuk. Roth button hooks and waits for a trailer. Throws it towards goal. It is blocked. Howarchuk picks it up. On his forehand, held up there. Sanchez tries to knock it free. Comes up high for Parker. And the big 6'9" forward for Orlando will play it back to center ice. Ian Parker at 6'9", 249. Why not just give him the extra pound for 250?
I know. Just round up. We learned all about that with the points percentage last year.
Oh, did we ever?
Rounding up. Yeah. So why not? Let's just do it.
Sure. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
Elmer looks at a seam pass. Nazarian breaks in. Forehand. Save is made. Rebound is covered. Nazarian had to pull the trigger early on that play because he didn't have the momentum. The Orlando defender actually had the momentum, was gaining speed on Nazarian. He had to fire when he did. Barone made the initial stick save. It popped up into the air, and then he gloved it from there. Jacksonville out shooting Orlando, though, 7-3, Reader, and really have the edge in play.
Yeah, the momentum's starting to shift there in that regard. They're getting some chances, and that was just good presence of mind. Smart hockey by Nazarian, knowing where you were, knowing where your opponent was. He knew he had to get rid of that shot a little sooner than he wanted to, but he still got it off and got a pretty good chance off. So that's just good, smart hockey and intuitive hockey, let's say, knowing, recognizing where your opponents are.
Solar Bears play it down low. Jacob Friend takes a hit as Jacob Panetta feeds it for Jake Elmer. Enough of the Jakes and Jacobs. 3 of them, tic-tac-toe. Elmer for the Icemen. Tries to play it in low. Nazarian couldn't keep it in. It's Dylan Fitz instead, feeding Steen Pashnuk, and the Solar Bears will play it in deep. Jeff Taylor, left wing side. Passes deflected at the blue line, held in by the Solar Bears, just at the line. Panetta will try and drive it around the wall. He finds Craig Martin. 3-man rush for the Icemen. 2 back, possible odd man rush, but a mishandle from the Icemen. We're going to have a stoppage in play for an offside. I actually think that linesman Cole Rui did the Icemen a bit of a favor blowing that play dead. It could have been called a delayed offside. I saw Orlando about to move in transition there.
Yeah, I think the transition game would have favored Orlando there because they would have pushed it up quickly. The Icemen were kind of slow getting back in numbers. Orlando had the numbers. They might have had an odd man rush out of that, but the Icemen getting a little bit of a break.
Now it's Martin into the zone. Cross ice, Mikulchuk, turnaround shot. Save is made. Rebound was loose, but the Solar Bears come away with it. Turnaround shot from Vlad Mikulchuk. Tough to read for a goaltender when you're just spinning and firing all at once. Solar Bears take it into the Jacksonville zone. Shot on net. Save made by Williams with a stick. Rebound for Luke Lynch for the Icemen. He's got Mikulchuk ahead of the pack. Deflected and taken away by Orlando. It was well defended as the Solar Bears come through. Trying to catch Jacksonville on a line change. Bird with a wrister. That is denied by Williams. Rebound for Jacksonville now in the final minute of period number 1. It's Mikulchuk for Howarchuk. Knocked away. Couple of men go down for Jacksonville. 2-on-1 Orlando. Bird on the right wing side. Forehand denied by Williams. Got enough of it with the glove. Play is still moving, however. Orlando with a wrister. That gets deflected to the near side blue line. Chad Duchesne feeds it for Luchak. Duchesne gets it back. Wrister in a screen that is intentionally wide to the short side. Howarchuk tries to golf it out. Held in by the Solar Bears. 20 seconds to go in the period. Jacksonville gets it back. Soft feed for Ryan Roth. He's got a man ahead of the pack in Howardchuck. He couldn't find him. The Icemen now find Howardchuck into the zone. Feeding it for Sanchez. Shot on goal. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Goes into the corner. On Yabuchi around the wall. 3 seconds to go in the period. Can Roth get a centering pass away? No. The horn will sound, and we will stay scoreless after 1 period of play. But a very encouraging opening 20 minutes from the Icemen. Out shooting Orlando 10-5. Williams had to make maybe one tester, and it was really about in that last minute of play. Other than that, I think that this was pretty much dominated by Jacksonville. Brad Barone for the Solar Bears, keeping Orlando deadlocked with the Icemen. What do you think of those opening 20, Reader?
Yeah, I like the energy, especially coming off a long bus trip last night. So I thought the guys were really pressing a little bit, and that's what they're going to have to do. They need to continue to get shots in on Brad Barone because, like as I mentioned, he will leave rebounds. They're there. Second chance opportunities are there, Arlie, but Barone makes a good first save. He's controlled this. He's made the pace, but kept pace here with the Icemen, what they've thrown his way. But that's what Jacksonville has to continue to do, get some more shots. That's something they didn't do last night, and maybe even there in Orlando on Tuesday. They just haven't been getting a ton of shots. They've been working. They just couldn't. They can't really penetrate and get through. They're doing that here, and they got to keep that going. And eventually something's going to hit the back of the net for them.
Definitely an encouraging start for the opening frame for the Icemen, but results are what matter. Still lots to hang in the balance in this one as Jacksonville trying to snap a 6-game winless streak. Really needing this one against the Solar Bears. Playing well, but it is scoreless after 1 period of play. We will take a break and return momentarily. When we do, we'll go through the ECHL scoreboard, and we'll also tell you about the upcoming homestand for the Icemen. 4-game homestand starts tonight, and again, 9 of the next 10 here in the friendly confines at the Publix rink at the Veterans Memorial Arena. We'll tell you all about it when we come back. It is scoreless after 1. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixlr and on flowhockey.tv. Fans, when you're feeling the freeze, you can grab your Icemen gear at the Icemen Team Shop. Just visit jacksonvilleicemen.com/merch to visit our online store. You can purchase Icemen team jerseys, t-shirts, hats, pucks, kids gear, and much more. If you're at the game, you can also stop by our merchandise kiosk located in the arena concourse. If you're located out of town but want to show your support for the Icemen from afar, shipping options are available. So visit jacksonvilleicemen.com/merch to get your Icemen swag today.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Grey Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes. Available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. Icemen.
The 2022 Warrior ECHL All-Star Classic is coming to Jacksonville. Join us for this fun, multi-day hockey celebration and watch your Jacksonville Icemen take on the Stars of Tomorrow. The fun begins on Sunday, January 16th with the Fan Fest presented by Hodges Mazda. There'll be a live music, interactive games, a Hall of Fame ceremony, and a chance to meet the players. Then on Monday, January 17th, your Icemen go head-to-head against the ECHL All-Stars in the Warrior ECHL All-Star Game. All-Star Game and Fan Fest ticket packages are currently available for your family or business. Contact the Icemen at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825. Or visit us online at jacksonvilleicemen.com.
Just be positive. Your Community First Mortgage champions make sure you get a great rate, a quick close, and can save you about $3,000 in closing costs. Apply at communityfirstfl.org. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Just be confident. Community First makes smarter banking simple so you can relax, knowing you're managing your money the right way. Yours. Visit justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face-Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey. Feel the freeze.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. FlowHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL. Welcome back to the Publix rink at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Arlie Johnson with you between periods 1 and 2. It is a scoreless hockey game after one between the Jacksonville Icemen and Orlando Solar Bears. Jacksonville out shooting Orlando 10-5 after the opening frame, and definitely territorial-wise, they carried the opening 20, just unable to finish, which unfortunately, as I bring in Alex Reed, has been a bit of a trend for the last handful of games, Reader. Playing well, good hockey, results are not happening just yet, and right now they just got to figure out a way to bury a couple and feel good about themselves. They haven't had a lead in a little while.
Yeah, exactly. I know that. I mean, these guys are battling. They're working hard, and they're just not getting rewarded. And you're right, they're not finishing. They haven't been creating a lot of chances. Tonight they have, and if they continue to do that, eventually something's going to bust through. And but I guess the goals come in bunches, let's say, and the Icemen need to get something. Just go in their favor. Just give them a spark. Give them that lift. Because at some point it starts to get maybe on your mind a little bit, almost mental, or you get that frustration. So we'll see what they've got here in the second period. They need to continue. They need to have a good second period here. But I do like the pace. I do like the energy. I like the flow. But that's really been the theme for this club. It hasn't really been poor play or lack of effort. I can tell you that right now. This team, at no point have I felt like they packed it in or just didn't really try. They have been really giving it their all. But again, they haven't generated enough offense, and they just haven't been rewarded when they have generated offense, and they haven't really had some bounces go their way. So this is a club that I like the heart, but love to see them get rewarded with some goals in the back net, which hopefully will translate into some more wins.
Well, no need to get frustrated just yet for this one. After all, it's not as if they're trailing or and maybe not deserving a fate that they haven't gotten to yet. All Nick Luchak can say, head coach for the Icemen, is, guys, this is great. Keep it up. Stay out of the penalty box. You've got the #1 power play in the league for Orlando, and with the exception of too many men on the ice on a bench minor, the discipline is certainly there for the Icemen. And the fewer power plays in this game, really for both teams, I think the better off for the Icemen. So just keep pounding away at the door, and good things are going to happen for the Icemen. Quickly, before we go to the upcoming homestand, Reader, let's go through the ECHL scoreboard. A full slate today, and by full, I mean like absolutely full. 13 games today. That's all you can get with the 26 teams in the ECHL, or the 27 teams rather in the ECHL. This is the most you can get. We'll stick with the Southern Division games for this one, and we'll start actually in Reading. It's an interdivisional game. The Norfolk Admirals, what a start for them. 6-2 on the year. They are in Reading tonight facing the Reading Royals. Norfolk trailing early in the second period there by a score of 2-1. From Greenville, South Carolina, the Florida Everblades on the road at Greenville. That's a 1-0 lead for the Everblades. That is also early in the second period. And a couple of teams that have some hot starts in the South Division. The South Carolina Stingrays at 4-1. They are hosting the 3-1 Atlanta Gladiators. Stingrays on top 2-0 after one period of play. Now to the upcoming schedule for the Icemen, where we have been accustomed to seeing them away from home and listening to you and watching you, Reader, on FlowHockey.tv. But finally, they are back here. This is just home game number 2 for the Icemen. I got to think that nobody else has had that few home games going into this one. I think that they are the only ones that have had just the one home game. And looking at the schedule, yes, they are the only ones who have only had one home game going into tonight. But that changes tonight. So for the Icemen, get ready, because there are a total of 9 home games in the month of November. This is the second of those. 3 of them next week, and all against the same opponent. For the first time ever, the Maine Mariners will be coming here to Jacksonville for 3 games next week. Next contest after a rare weekend off. Reader, I'm so excited for you to have the weekend off, by the way.
I am too. I can't stress that enough. A Saturday and Sunday off during the hockey season, those you don't get those very often. And if there's one team that deserves one, it's this team, without question, that they've had to been through to start the year.
I hope the players and you recharge your batteries a little bit, but you're going to get ready to come back here Tuesday morning. Yes, I said morning. It is the annual field trip game, 10:30 starts between the Icemen and the Maine Mariners. So Maine has to come all the way down here for a trip. Obviously, they'll get here early, but they've got a long trip plus a morning game. And the Icemen and Mariners will not be done with that one at 10:30 on Tuesday morning. They'll face each other the very next night, the first Wine Wednesday for the Icemen. hosting Maine once more Wednesday evening at 7. And then finally, Friday night, again, the Maine Mariners coming in. Those are the only 3 home games the Icemen have all year against teams outside their division, which is remarkable to me, that after next Friday, it's going to be South Division opponents here the rest of the year. And that's it.
That's it. Shades of last year, I guess.
Yes.
With such limited teams playing, and that's pretty much who we played. But you're right. In fairness, if you want to look at kind of a silver lining with that, well, obviously there was a lot of teams that didn't play last year. So the fans will get to see teams that, yes, they've seen them a billion times over the years, but not in a while. They haven't seen Norfolk down here.
Right.
They haven't seen Atlanta. So we will have some teams coming here for the first time in a while. But you're right. This will be it for the out-of-division home games. Very odd how that worked out. The Icemen do play out west. They will play Idaho and Utah in February, but those are road games. But you're right, this is the only team out of division that'll be here at Veterans Memorial Arena, and it's going to be the Maine Mariners for a 3-game set.
And as for Maine, they have started the year 2-3 on the year, so perhaps an opportunity for the Icemen to get a little healthier in terms of the win column as well. Although you can't just assume anything, especially this early in the year. Just because one team has a good record does not mean that they're going to be great in March and April. Just like on the flip side, just because a team is under 500 right now doesn't mean a thing moving into the second half of the year. But just the same, it'll be the Icemen hosting the currently 2-3 Maine Mariners for 3 games next week, Tuesday morning, Wednesday night, and Friday night. After a quick trip to Florida a week from tomorrow on the 20th on a Saturday night, then over Thanksgiving week, 4 more home games in a row for the Icemen, hosting the South Carolina Stingrays on Tuesday the 23rd. Thanksgiving Eve, it will be the Icemen hosting the Florida Everblades for the first, again, of 3 games in a row against the same opponent. It's Jacksonville hosting Florida the day before Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving, and also the Saturday after Thanksgiving. All 3 of those games, 7 o'clock starts.
And those will be big games. Those are all division contests, and you take care of business on home ice, and preferably in regulation, you can really flip how the standings look. And we were talking with the coaching staff here about the scheduling here. We were like, why is it Jacksonville has to go down on several separate trips, 1 game to Florida, yet every time they come up here, they get to have 3 and knock it out in 1 trip. It's just we were having talked about this schedule here, and I guess that happens when you're on the road so much, you start getting disgruntled a little bit about it. But again, there's nothing you can do about it. But at the same time, you're right. Look at the schedule here. We play Maine on the 19th. We're going to leave after that game. We got to play 1 game in Florida on the 20th on that Saturday, and then Florida comes in the next week for 3 games.
3 games. They get to hang out. They enjoy Jacksonville for Thanksgiving.
But for us, that would be 3 separate trips down there. So I'm just saying, am I complaining a little bit?
No.
Maybe a smidge,
I don't see that as complaining at all. I just see that as being observing. That's all. You're just observant, reader.
And I'm observant, absolutely. And it wasn't just this year. The same was the case last year. I'm just saying, it's bizarre how that works out. And it's just less travel. And, more travel for one team, less for the other. That's all I'm trying to say.
Looking at a couple of highlights from the first period on flowhockey.tv. This defensive play right there, that was the best defensive play early going from Austin McEnany. And they also showed Jeff Taylor's opening minute bid. That might have been the best chance that the Icemen had, although it was the first of many good chances that the Icemen had. That one right there from Ben Howardchuk as well on a steal that Brad Barone made a save on. And that move from Craig Martin right there between the legs nearly got it through the legs of Brad Barone as well. Marty would have had the goal of his lifetime there had that one been able to click. Jacksonville on top. It's 10-5 in shots, but it is nothing as we begin the second period. The Icemen in their mental health awareness jerseys, skating from right to left in their not quite powder blue, but it's something resembling a powder blue, a little darker shade than that. Orlando in that beautiful purple-orange color scheme.
Someone on the Mixler broadcast referred to him as the FedEx jerseys.
Oh, I remember that, yes.
That was pretty funny, based on the colors of FedEx and the Solar Bears as well.
Icemen looking for a steal at center ice as we are underway. Period number 2. And the Icemen still hounding the Orlando defense, forcing a turnover back into the Icemen zone. McKenzie tries to strip it loose behind the net. And a turnover now by the Solar Bears, but their pass in turn gets deflected away. Comes to the near side wall. Parker holds it in. Parker over the 6'4" Vlad Mikulchuk, 6'9" against 6'4" there, as Luke Lynch plays it away from a couple of men, trying to accelerate through center ice, picking up some speed. He's over the blue line for Nazarian. Nazarian, great puck shield, and a wrist shot on goal, save made by Barone. He covered it up. He didn't know it was underneath him. He turned behind him. I'll tell you, every time I see Aaron Nazarian in that frame at 5'9", 185, I just absolutely marvel at how he is able to protect the puck. Maybe almost like a Brad Marchand, where you just, it is so hard to get that puck away from him.
He's just so fun to watch. I mean, he works so hard. Every shift, he gives 110%. And he's been rewarded for it, Arlie. You know, he's not the biggest guy, but everything he has, from a points, being the leading scorer for the team last year, 50-plus points, already the leading scorer here this year with 8. Everything he gets, he's earned. He works so hard, and you're right, he's so good in the corners and along the walls, protecting that puck. He's very elusive sometimes.
Here's Christopher Brown trying to get the puck to the front of the net. Knocked free by the Solar Bears. Play is tied up along the near side corner. Brown, the team captain for the Icemen, hustles, gets it free to Nazarian. Save made, rebound, a one-timer from Taylor. Nazarian couldn't redirect it home. That was a shot pass from Taylor. I don't know how he had the wherewithal to spot Nazarian on a play like that. Solar Bears clear it out, but again, 2 more good opportunities there for the Icemen as the Solar Bears drive it back behind the Jacksonville net. Williams unable to block it there. But the Icemen still with possession. Taylor behind the net, a steal from Orlando. Centering feed, deflects free, and a penalty coming on the Icemen. It's going to be an interference call. I believe Jake Elmer is going into the box. And power play number 2 for the Solar Bears. Before we go to this absolute bail bonds penalty kill, let's talk about that offensive effort there from the Icemen. Like 2 more great chances.
Yeah, they were. I mean, getting some shots from up high. You had Nazarian with a good look down low, and then a nice redirect chance in front. There, I mean, again, good pressure, and that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see them carry that over from the first period here into the second. So far, they've done that, and now they've got a big penalty kill right here in a scoreless game.
Solar Bears, again, the top power play in the league. Right circle, it's Aaron Luchak. He's the top scorer in the league. Seam pass deflected by Jacksonville. Martin tried to skate with it through the neutral zone, but it looked like the puck maybe caught a wet spot. It just kind of stopped dead in his tracks. Solar Bears bring it right back into the offensive zone because of it. Brodzinski's pass, getting a piece of it there was Martin. Puck comes free. It belongs to the Icemen. Can Martin get there? Kicks it onto his stick. One-on-one, short-handed. Martin with a wrister. Glove saved by Barone. Relatively routine save, but excellent second effort there from Craig Martin just to get that shot on goal at all. Solar Bears take it back behind the Jacksonville net. Brown cannot get the puck away from Luchak, but it goes off the referee to the Icemen, and it's cleared away. Out to center ice again. Martin plays it in deep. Solar Bears with 1:12 on the clock on the power play.
Great shift on the penalty kill there by Craig Martin. He
No
was
doubt.
very involved and really helped the unit there and really prevented Orlando from ever getting comfortable on the first half of this power play.
Another clear from the Icemen, and Nazarian now forcing the play a little deeper. The Icemen, remember, have 3 shorthanded goals already this season. That's more than they had all of last year. Solar Bears get to the blue line. Taylor tries to clear out, unable to do so. It gets rimmed around all the way to the far blue line. A poke check from Jacksonville, but not out of the zone. Luchak for Parker. Luchak gets it back. Brown is right on his tail, forces a bad pass. Nazarian gets it free. Here comes Brown trying to speed around Brodzinski. Shorthanded is Brown, goes to the backhand and scores! Oh, what a move! Another shorty from Christopher Brown. 1-0, Jacksonville.
That was all speed right there. Brown just turned on the afterburners, and he outpaced the defender. It was a foot race it there, and then it had to come down to the finish. And Brown, excellent at those opportunities. Flipped one high in the backhand for the tally. The 4th shorthanded goal for Jacksonville this season. They came in tied for the league lead, tied for second for the most shorthanded goals. And they get another one here. They've already doubled their total from all of last year. But again, what a great goal there by the captain, leading by example there and using his wheels to make the play.
And we've been talking about the Icemen trying to find a way to just finish. I'll tell you what, you cannot get a more beautiful finish than that one from Christopher Brown. Here's Joe Massa with your goal call.
Short-handed goal, scoring his 3rd goal of the season. Number 10, Christopher Brown. Assisted by number 22, Aaron Nazarian. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 2 seconds. Once again, your Icemen shorthanded goal, scored by number 10, Christopher Brown.
So Brown shorthanded from Nazarian at 3:02. A steal from the Icemen as teams are back at full strength. Jake Elmer is on the ice. And the Icemen pressuring the Orlando zone again. Solar Bears take it behind their own net. Playing it off the wall is Fabrizio Ricci. They'll work it to the neutral zone. Sean Giles plays it D to D for Austin McEnany. Shorthanded goal for Christopher Brown, his third of the season. And the Icemen take it back in. Sanchez with a wrister. Denied by Barone from distance. Face-off comes to his right as the Icemen are now out shooting Orlando 14-5. Remember, shots on goal in this period, 4-0 for Jacksonville, but it's Orlando as the only power play of this period. Jacksonville actually had 2 shorthanded shots. Orlando with none. What a penalty kill.
It was, yeah, one by Martin and out that one by Brown on the breakaway that he created with his speed, and he was able to finish off for the tally. But you're right, this penalty kill unit has gotten better as really here in the last week. Despite the team struggles in general from a wins perspective, the penalty kill unit is really starting to come together after a little bit of a slow start.
Play at center. Nobody can get the handle to it. Now a steal from the Icemen. It's Sanchez trying to step to the inside. Almost got around Duchesne. Another poke check. Sanchez gets it back. Tries to flip it for Martin. Knocked free by Orlando. Held in by Roth. His feed for Sanchez. Picked off by Orlando and played to the Jacksonville line. 1-0 Icemen. A shorthanded goal from Christopher Brown, his third of the year from Aaron Nazarian. 3:02 into this second period after a scoreless first period. Plays in the Solar Bear zone. Orlando backhands it out for Aaron Luchak. Poke check from Jacksonville, but the Solar Bears get it right back. It is Onyebuchi into the zone. Montana Onyebuchi, the defenseman, is in deep. Centering pass tipped away by Jacksonville. Comes loose for Jacob Friend on the near side. Good cross ice look. Elmer couldn't kick it onto his stick. Could have been a 2-on-1 for the Icemen had he been able to handle it. Instead, it's the Icemen in the neutral zone. Nazarian, cross ice feed. Finds Brown again, looking to go wide to McGinnis. Wrist shot deflects over the crossbar. That deflection was dangerous if it had ended up on net. Jake Elmer now with it for the Icemen. Steps around one man at the blue line. He'll play it down low. Brodzinski gives it up to Nazarian. Loose into the near side corner. Nazarian hustles after it. He's first on the puck. Tries to get to the blue line. Jacob Friend, a wrister in a screen. Blocked in front. Rebound. Brown couldn't quite pounce on it. Brodzinski took the body. He played it well defensively. Brown still softly poked it towards goal, but I like everything I'm seeing out of the Icemen right now.
Yeah, they're pouring it on there, and that probably would have been another goal for Brown, or a really good chance to get a goal on that rebound chance, but Brodzinski just using the body just to knock him off the play. He doesn't do that. Brown's getting that shot off, and would have had a good opportunity to get his second of the game. But again, Brodzinski, he's been very good. He's been steadfast for this club.
Steal by Mikulchuk. It is loose in the crease. Where's it going to go? Still loose. At the top of the crease, finally, Orlando pulls it away. They'll play it off the wall and out to center ice. All set up by Vlad Mikulchuk there. And now Luke Lynch, what a great back check. He'll start Mikulchuk on his way by himself. Wrister from distance. Barone gloved it. It would have gone well wide. But he'll take the face-off. Mikulchuk again using that big frame of his. Going straight to net. Power move from Vlad Mikulchuk. And that puck was loose for a while in the crease. Face-off will be to the right of Brad Barone. The Icemen will send out Ryan Roth, who's been very good as of late also for the Icemen, including a goal last night. He's on the top line with James Sanchez and Ben Howarchuk. Troy Evingson at the blue line along with Austin McEnany. Linesmen are conversing with the referee right now. I'm not sure what this is about. Nick Luco looking on along with Brandon Mashinter. Face-off will be in the Orlando zone. Whatever it was, it amounted to nothing. Sanchez will take the draw. Ryan Roth on the left wing to his against the glass. Ben Howarchuk is in the slot to the right of Sanchez. Sanchez win this face-off. Roth plays it down low. Howarchuk tries to spin away from Onyebuchi. Roth keeps it moving along the near side boards. Poked free by the Solar Bears. Played to the blue line and out. Icemen right back. It is Sanchez for Howarchuk into the zone. Roth trails. Wrister from Howarchuk goes well wide to the far post. Troy Evingson pinches in from the blue line just a few feet to try and hold it in. Roth unable to hold it in the zone. McEnany hustles after it and he retrieves for the Icemen. Back at center ice, it is Howarchuk. cross ice look. Roth is over the blue line onside, pokes it down low behind the net of Barone. Howardchuk knocking it free. Roth is there. Roth got ridden off the play, and the Solar Bears will skate with it. Chipping off glass and out is Dylan Fitz. Troy Evingson with one hand on the stick is able to work it free for McEnany. Driving it off the glass. Not out yet. It's held in by Ian Parker for the Solar Bears. Left circle. Fanned on his shot. It goes right back to the Icemen. Here comes Jacksonville on a three-man rush, maybe an odd-man rush. Over the blue line is Brown looking for the trailer, and Howardchuk couldn't quite get there in time. Solar Bears now come back with a 3-on-2 of their own. Luchak over the blue line, onside. Bird looking for Luchak, who goes behind the net, centering pass, swept away by the Icemen and cleared out to center ice. Man fell down for the Solar Bears and Ian Parker. He was trying to keep it in the zone. Nearly cost his team. He was able to retrieve it out at center ice. 1-0 Jacksonville. Dangerous pass there from the Icemen, but they get away with it. Nazarian feeds it too far in front of Jake Elmer. Solar Bears will play it into the zone. No icing here. We'll play on. We've got 12:32 to go in the second period. Again, the Icemen on top by 1. Puck pokes towards the Icemen goal, but Jacob Friend is there to pull it away. On his left wing side, looks for the home run pass. It wasn't there. Now feeds Nazarian, who deflects behind the Solar Bear net. Nazarian 1-on-2, couldn't get the puck free. And the Solar Bears will skate with it. Nick Bly, outlet pass for Ricci. Defended by Jacob Friend to the left of Charles Williams. Ricci backhanding it around the boards. Pashnuk defended by Jacob Panetta. Panetta takes him off the puck. Bly is there to help out towards the blue line. Poked away by Jacksonville. Loose puck, they come away with it. The Icemen over the blue line. It is Mikulchuk, right circle. Wrister, save is made. Might have been deflected on the way in. Martin takes the body, separates the man from the puck, and Jacksonville keeps it in the zone because of it. Solar Bears will try again behind their own net. Big hit from Mikulchuk on the play as Orlando plays it out into Jacksonville territory. It is Jeff Taylor circling the back of his net. Good edge work there from Taylor to get it to the blue line. Not out yet. Big hit this time from Luke Lynch on Dylan Fitz, who is down. Orlando's already lost one player, and now that's Fitz who is down for Orlando. Taylor over the blue line. And we've got a whistle and a stoppage as Fitz is still down on the play, and Orlando wants a piece, I believe, of Jeff Taylor from what they think was a hit up high on Dylan Fitz. Remember, Orlando lost Alexei Lepanov literally on the opening face-off of the game, right at the face-off dot. He has not been seen since, and now Orlando might be down a second forward here in Dylan Fitz. And I think the Orlando trainer might be asking for the Jacksonville trainer to come out, perhaps, Jake Reardon. Well, not sure.
Fitz there was on the boards. He took a hit. I'm wondering if he was just in a awkward position, maybe turned a little funny. He's having a difficult time putting any weight on right now. And I just got word that Lepanov was actually, they said, maybe taken off on a stretcher after he went off the ice, which is bizarre because he walked off the ice, no problem. And but I don't know. So I don't know. Again, I don't know if that's true or not. We'll see. But that's the word that we're hearing. So we'll find out. But
I did not see that open. Let's go back to the opening face-off of the game. I did not see Lepanov actually go down to injury. But
I didn't either.
If that is the case, the only thing I can maybe think of is he lost his balance on the draw and fell face first onto the ice. Maybe cracked his head, maybe forehead first or something along those lines.
Yeah, of course, we don't want to speculate.
No,
on that.
Of course,
but just what I heard, I don't know. Again, he seemed fine. He was able to skate off and then walk down the tunnel, but who knows what happens after that? Sometimes. But here Fitz. This is already a shorthanded club, Arlie. They're decimated with call-ups right now. Now they got they're down 2 more guys. Drake Barahowski, he might have to suit him up here again and get back to his old playing days. But yeah, this is not what you want to see. You don't want to see teams getting hurt. The Icemen already know about the injury bugs. For Orlando, it's been mostly call-ups caused by a COVID situation in San Jose.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they lost a lot of their players. So it's been an interesting start for really both these teams from a roster and a manpower standpoint.
We are back to play. Puck bounces high into the air. We're going to stop play. I think the linesman saying, my bad, Cole Rui. He thought that puck went out of play. It never did. So they'll just drop the puck again. The Icemen, by the way, without several guys also. No Zach Berzola tonight. Derek Lodermeyer is still injured. Joey Sides, the same thing. No Travis Howe tonight. Abbott Gerdukis is injured. And Brandon Fortunato also out of the lineup as the Icemen get a shot away. denied by Barone with a screen in front. James Sanchez was there creating the traffic, but Barone now making his 17th save out of 18 shots. The Icemen out shooting Orlando 18-5 tonight, but again, only a 1-goal lead at 1-0. You want to have a little more than that.
Eerily similar to the home opener. The Icemen had a 22-9 shots on goal advantage, but then they were losing that game 4-1.
Score right off the draw. There was a man down for Jacksonville off the play, but the Icemen get the goal. A wrist shot from the blue line got deflected and trickled by Brad Barone. I think it's going to be Sean Giles with the goal. Pretty sure it went off an Orlando player in front. Well done by the officials to not blow the play dead because Ben Howardchuk was down at the right circle. Montana Onyebuchi tried to glove the puck down, and he gloved the puck right into the net, essentially. A nice little puck luck there from the Icemen, and it's 2-0 Jacksonville at the 9:03 mark. And here's Joe Massa with your goal call.
Your second Iceman goal. Scoring his first goal of the season, number 28, Sean Giles. Assisted by number 12, James Sanchez. Time of the goal, 9 minutes, 3 seconds. Once again, your second Iceman goal, scored by number 28, Sean Giles. Assisted by number 12, James Sanchez. Time of the goal, 9 minutes, 3 seconds.
First goal of the year for James Sanchez. I'll have to go back to look if perhaps that's his first professional goal, or his first ECHL goal, possibly, for Sean Giles.
For Sean Giles,
for Sean Giles in particular. And we're going to have at least one penalty here. There was a bit of a skirmish behind the Orlando net, and I think it's only the Solar Bears going into the box. Jay Eilers, the visiting penalty box attendant, tending to, I think it was Luke McGinnis that went in there. Or perhaps it was Chad Duchesne.
It was Giles' first,
first pro goal.
So big congratulations. And you're right, going back to the goal, Howardchuk was knocked down. If he wasn't in the process of standing up, they probably would have blown that whistle, Arlie, and that would have negated the goal. So he was trying to get up.
Power play for the Icemen. Roughing is the call to Chad Duchesne. So the Icemen get a little bit of puck luck. Nice to have it every now and again. A 2-0 lead, now a power play, and they can really blow this thing wide open here. And what a move by Jake Elmer into the zone. Shot on net. Save made by Barone from a sharp angle, but what a great inside-out move from Elmer.
He's got some moves, and we saw it. He was the recipient of the ECHL goal of the month for that pretty goal he had in Orlando back on Halloween, where he deked right around with a little toe drag in the slot and then finished it off. But he's got some good moves there. He just didn't have a good angle to shoot at, but hey, again, the Icemen getting the pucks in on goal. That's what they got to continue to do here.
Still plenty of time on this power play for the Icemen. It's Elmer, top of the blue line for Sanchez, left circle to the blue line. It's Taylor, winds and fires. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Nazarian fights for it. Orlando tangling behind the net. They try to clear, and they do. Williams looking to play it all the way ahead. Thinks better of it, and he'll leave the puck for Jeff Taylor. The Icemen 0 for 1 on the power play tonight, as Taylor dekes around a man by himself for the moment, but he has a clean entry into the zone, into the right wing corner. Ryan Roth is in there on the power play as well. Play is tied up along the wall, behind the net of Brad Barone. Taylor trying to pry it loose. Orlando in no hurry, just keeping it right up against the kick plates. James Sanchez waiting to see if the puck comes free. This all favors Orlando right now as the puck finally squirts loose. Who does it go to? Chipped around the boards, pinching in his Howardchuk. Can he get there? Yes. And the Icemen hold it in. Taylor to the line for Martin. Wrist shot is blocked. Martin gets it right back at the right circle. To the blue line for Howardchuk, but he didn't have a stick. Martin didn't know it. Howardchuk was going back to the bench for a new twig, and the puck goes out to center ice because of it. Just 14 seconds left on the power play. It is Giles between the hash marks in front of his goaltender, Charles Williams. Giles now forced a little deeper by Aaron Luchak. Giles plays it into the boards for Ryan Roth. The Icemen will be 0 for 2 on the power play as they take it back into the offensive zone. Teams are at 5-on-5. Nazarian's pass stolen and cleared. This will be icing against the Solar Bears. Jacksonville now out shooting Orlando 21-5. What a display.
It is a display. I'm just getting a chuckle out of that icing whistle. The puck was going down, and Giles thought maybe he had a little bit more time than he did. And you can see Williams waving his glove like, you got to go, you got to keep going. Because there was a player on Orlando bearing down on him. It was kind of funny to see the communication there, but Williams was getting Giles moving there.
Christopher Brown on the draw for the Icemen. He got the scoring started in this second period. A beautiful shorthanded goal going from forehand to backhand and putting it just under the bar. That was an NHL finish from Christopher Brown as the Icemen are on top 2-0, 8:21 to go in the second period. Jacksonville with the puck now at their own blue line after an Orlando clear. It is Friend up the left wing for Nazarian. Tried to get it in deep, couldn't do it. Nazarian gets it back at center, looking for Brown. He couldn't corral the pass either, and the Solar Bears take over. It's Brodzinski up the right side. Parker will backhand it in behind the net of Williams. Williams blocks it there, leaves it for McKenzie. McKenzie sweeps it to the left side for Friend. He is immediately double-teamed on the Orlando forecheck. Solar Bears look for the steal. McKenzie chips it away, but it's held in by Orlando again. Shot towards goal, blocked in front, never reached the net. Great team defense again here from the Icemen. Solar Bears still with the puck, however. Rister from the blue line, blocked in front. Comes free for Parker. McKenzie tries to take it away from him. Comes loose for Jacksonville. They still can't clear. Turnaround shot off the inside of the post, and it stays out. Parker with a turnaround shot. Got by Williams, but it went off the inside of the bar, went right through the blue paint, and came out the other side. After a clear from Jacksonville, we have an icing called against Orlando. That's as close as you can get without scoring.
Yeah, it was very, very close. And Alexander Rosto was in a very good position to view that. He immediately waved it off, so he had a good look at it here. I wouldn't be surprised if Orlando maybe tries to lobby here with them and say, hey, maybe take a look at it. But you're right, it was just about as close as it could be without it actually going in. And the Icemen dodging a bullet early.
Things seem to be going their way right now. The Icemen playing a very strong hockey game as the Solar Bears win a defensive zone faceoff, trying to clear. Michalchuk is in there on the forecheck, keeping the play moving in the offensive zone. Orlando works the puck free. They'll play it out. This could be icing once more on the Solar Bears. They will call it. I don't know if it was really going to have the steam to reach the goal line, but Cole Rui gave it to the Icemen. We'll take that offensive zone draw with 6:58 to go in period number 2. Draw will be to the left side of Brad Barone. Luke Lynch centering a line with Vlad Michalchuk in the slot. Craig Martin along the boards. Michalchuk wins it, goes to the blue line. Taylor for Panetta. Panetta looks for a tip up high. It's a save made by Barone, but that was well done by Jake Panetta, waiting for Michalchuk to get in there, and again sticks up high after the whistle as we go to break. 6:50 to go in period number 2. The Icemen with goals from Christopher Brown and Sean Giles have them in a 2-0 advantage. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Gray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Face off in the Orlando zone. Solar Bears win it and clear it. It comes deep into the Jacksonville, and McKenzie gets bumped off the play. Tyler Bird looks for the steal. Luchak is there as well, and the Solar Bears come away with the puck. Feeding it to the blue line. Anya Bucci floats one to the right side of Williams. Jacksonville unable to clear for the moment. Pashnook behind the Jacksonville net tries to jam it in front. Poke checked away by the Icemen. They skate out 2-on-2 in transition. It's Roth for Howardchuk trying to go wide on Onyebuchi. Centering feed goes right through the top of the blue paint, but there was nobody home. Double team hit from Orlando, but the Icemen end up with the puck. It's Jacob Friend. He'll lay the lumber on somebody as Sanchez holds it in. Looking for Roth at the opposite wing. Roth drops it for Evingson. He'll play it off the inboards behind the net of Orlando. Comes all the way to the right point. And the Icemen will play it down low. Duchesne giving it up to Howardchuk. Howardchuk on his backhand behind the Orlando net. Tries to spin back to the forehand. Ridden off the play by Onyebuchi. And the Solar Bears finally get it out of the zone. Redirect all the way to goal towards Charles Williams. I'm not sure if they're going to call that one a shot on goal. It was kind of kicked in from Orlando. I don't know if they'll count it or not. If they did, it would be the first shot on goal for the entire period for Orlando. We're 14.5 minutes into this period. What a defensive effort here from the Icemen. Solar Bears with a shot towards goal. That goes wide to the far post. Comes up high for the Icemen. Jake Elmer safely out to center. That was a smart way to do it as the Solar Bears rim it around and get it right back into the zone. Right back out now from the Icemen on a crazy clearing that goes all the way out to center. Christopher Brown tried to gain entry, but Howardchuk was in ahead of the play. Offside called against the Icemen.
Howardchuk, he just goes. And whether he's got the puck or not, he's got a north-south. I'm going for it. I'm going all the way to the net. I don't care. I'm rushing in there. And he just has such good high intensity. And he plays a little bit of an edge at times too, Arlie. But he's a guy that I think if once he gets control on his shot, gets a little bit more accuracy, gets some more of those on goal, I think he's going to have a really strong second half of the season here. So, but you look at that play right there. He was just going, and then Chris Brown kind of swung it wide, and that's the reason why he drew his team off.
Howardchuk's still a rookie. The Icemen have several rookies, guys that have played in the ECHL before, but just a handful of games, not much more than that. You could throw Croy Evingson in that mix from last year. Howardchuk, of course, would fit that mold. Sean Giles, who got the first goal of his pro career tonight, you would put him in that category as well. Kyle McKenzie, he's played a little bit more, but you get the idea. James Sanchez, still a rookie. Jacob Panetta, rookie. So a very young group here for the Icemen, not to mention their head coach in Nick Luchak at only 29 years old.
He's the youngest coach in the league, head coach.
By quite a bit, I would guess, too. Aaron Azarian forehands it in behind the Solar Bear net. McGinnis not pressured. He'll feed it up the left wing for Parker. Parker backhands it in. Ends up being blocked into the corner by Williams. Puck comes free for the Icemen. Taylor for McCallchuk. Nice deke around one man, feeding it for Panetta, who has to take it off the boards at center. Jacob Panetta leads the rush. The defenseman going wide on a man. Centers in front, all alone. What a save made by Barone, and what a pass from Jake Panetta as Nazarian could not find the range, and he lifts his head to the heavens wondering, how did I not bury that one on a tremendous rush from Jacob Panetta.
Yeah, Panetta's been getting more and more actively involved in the game on the offensive side there. And he went in, he knew someone was going to cover for him at the point, took it back, dropped it back perfectly for Aaron Nazarian, and he just shot it right into Barone, who made a good stop, by the way. There was some space up high there, and I think Nazarian knows that.
Yeah, he's certainly frustrated with himself for not finishing that one, but we'll take it as the Icemen get the puck loose in the neutral zone. Solar Bears try to tap it back to the Jacksonville blue line. From center ice, Orlando plays it a little deeper, but the Icemen have possession. It is Friend for Lynch. Up the left side for Martin, but it's out of his reach. Jacob Friend will have to give chase with Aaron Luchak, the league's leading scorer, right on his heels. Luke Lynch helping out for the Icemen, taking a man down, separating him from the puck. Kyle McKenzie takes over for Jacksonville. 2-0 lead for the Icemen. 4 minutes flat to go. Penalty coming on Orlando behind the play. Jacob Friend doesn't like it, and he goes right after Tyler Bird. And I wonder if that evens up the penalty here. It was going to be a power play for the Icemen. Now I'm not as sure.
Well, Tyler Bird took a little bit of a hit from Luke Lynch behind the play. Then when they both got up, Lynch just ragdolled him down with a little bit of a pop. And then Jacob Friend came over and grabbed him a little bit. But obvious penalty on Bird, and just kind of frustration right there from him. And just really dropped, kind of dangerously there, dropped Lynch. But, then Friend came over to kind of stick up for his teammate, and it looks like he's going to get the penalty too.
And you know what? I don't mind that. At this stage of the year, you want to be able to back up your buddy, You got to be there for your teammates. If you lose on a power play with a lead, I should say, if you were down 2-0, maybe a different story. You have to be more disciplined. Up 2-0 in a situation like that, yeah, go defend your teammate.
Yeah, and I don't think that's going to be the argument from Nick Luchak here. I think the argument here is, friend, we know what he can do, but he didn't really go in very hot either. He just kind of grabbed him, and that was pretty much it. He didn't pop him or give him a shake there. Just maybe just grabbed him and let him know he didn't appreciate it. Now, he definitely could have. So did that warrant a penalty to even it up after really what Tyler Bird did was a little bit more over the top? So, but it looks as if things are going to even out unless they're talking about it right now. Oh, yeah, they're taking him out. Yeah, see, I thought.
Interesting.
My friend didn't do very much there. He really.
Well, now I wonder if he's going all the way to the locker room.
Yeah, that's the thing now. I think,
or if he's just going to the bench. Let's see where he ends up.
I think he might just be going to the bench because otherwise he'd be going down the other
Just
door.
to the bench.
Yeah, they pulled him out. Again, he really didn't do anything. He went over and grabbed Bird, and that was pretty much it, and kind of scrappled him. But that was it. I mean, for what Bird did, he deserved the penalty. It was just kind of a vicious play behind here where you just grab a guy and knock him down. And Friend came over. Now, if Friend come up and maybe socked him one,
different story.
And he'd be in the box still. But he didn't really do that. He wasn't that much of an aggressor in that situation.
So a Darley's Plumbing power play here for the Icemen, and give credit where it's due to referee Alexander Ross, and that's the second time I'll give him credit, actually. The first one was on Jacksonville's second goal where he didn't blow the play dead. He let it continue on. Now it's Orlando shorthanded, getting a shot towards goal. It goes off the post from the Solar Bears and Chad Duchesne, and the Icemen come back. That's the second time that the post to the glove side of Charles Williams has been hit. Now it's the Icemen back. Sanchez looking for Elmer. It's poked away, held in by the Icemen, however, behind the Solar Bear net. Christopher Brown on his backhand, feeds Elmer. Elmer, right wing circle, plays it to the corner. Now to the blue line for Jeff Taylor. He'll walk the line to the right circle. Brown with a snapshot just over the crossbar. Man, he's got a rifle. Taylor plays it cross ice for Elmer. Elmer on the backhand feed, knocked away, and Orlando clears it away. It is shorthanded Aaron Luchak, defended by Taylor. Luchak could not get away from Taylor, beautifully defended again by Jeff Taylor.
Yeah,
Taylor double teamed, continues it along, feeds it for Giles. Giles for Nazarian, and here come the Icemen. 2-on-2, Nazarian trying to go wide, takes it to the blue line, and it'll stop at the half wall right side. Elmer to the blue line, it's Panetta, fakes the shot, he'll move it for Giles instead. Giles, seam pass, deflected away and cleared out by Nick Bly. 42 seconds to go on the power play for the Icemen. 3 forwards, 2 defensemen on this power play for the Icemen. Giles and Panetta are the defensemen. Ryan Roth drills it around the wall. Barone stays in his crease. Giles pinches in deep, gets the puck loose for Roth. To the blue line for Panetta at the right point. Back off the wall and in behind the net for Craig Martin. Martin, who's had a strong game this evening, looking for Howardchuk. Howardchuk for Martin, tries to find a man in front. He had Howardchuk flashing. Instead, it's Panetta at the blue line. Back for Martin, right circle, plays it down low. Howardchuk is there, centering pass, and it goes off the stick of Roth. He couldn't fire it home. Great passing there from the Icemen, everything but the goal. And Barone is able to cover up with just 7 seconds to go on the power play.
Yeah, good puck movement, good offensive chance there. Roth just couldn't quite connect like he wanted to on that to really make that a challenge there for Barone. The one thing I noticed here on this power play when you're the Icemen, they got a little sloppy a couple of times, at the blue line there. That led to some rushes, some chances we saw. That's what the Icemen can't allow right now, up 2-0 here. When they get a power play, they've got to be real careful at the point, protect that puck.
Evingson for Lynch. Steps around him and gets the forehand away just wide to the short side. What a move from Zach Lynch, or from Luke Lynch rather. Thinking of his brother, his teams are back at full strength, but the Icemen still pressure. Poke check from Brad Barone knocks it away, and the Solar Bears now skate through the neutral zone. Down to 1:41 to go in the second period. Icemen on top 2-0. Solar Bears play it in deep. Orlando still credited with 0 shots on goal in this second period. That is absolutely amazing. Icemen with the puck in their own zone. It's Austin McEnany chipping it off glass, looking for Lynch. Lynch steps around a man, trying to get it to Nazarian. Couldn't quite get there. Lynch holds it up at center ice, and the Solar Bears now strip the puck loose. It's Onyebuchi onside on the right wing. Feeding it for Bly, wristing it over the crossbar. Comes up high all the way to the blue line. It comes for the Icemen, bouncing puck. It's Sanchez with it. Bouncing puck did not cooperate. It would have been a 2-on-1 for the Icemen otherwise. As it is, though, Jacksonville takes it into the offensive zone. Howardchuk gets hit from behind now in the final minute of play. Sanchez gives himself some time and space, cuts into the slot, moves to the backhand. What a move! Over the crossbar with that backhander. Sanchez gets it right back. What a play and a display of stick handling from James Sanchez. Orlando still hemmed in their own zone. They'll play it into the corner. Tied up there by the Icemen, still pressuring. Duchesne just airmails one on the backhand, and it goes out of play. That's going to be a delay of game call against the Solar Bears, and you can credit all of that to the pressure and the forecheck from the Jacksonville Icemen. This is an absolute clinic put on by the Icemen in this second period.
Yeah, it absolutely has been, and I'll tell you, this has just been impressive. I mean, right now, 23-5, the shots on goal for the Icemen. Here's we're in the waning seconds here of this second period. They're leading 2-0. They've got control of the game. Again, they just got to kind of protect it. But right now, they're just still surging here offensively, creating chance and pressure right now. And they're continuing to pedal to the metal here. I don't think they're going to call this a penalty. The linesman came over and said it clipped off one of the parts of the divider there of the scorer's table to the penalty box. They're going to say it hit the top on the way in. So, and Duchesne went right to the bench. So this is 5-on-5 still.
Solar Bears really got away with one there. 29 seconds to go in the period. Jacksonville on top by a pair. Loose puck. Jacksonville trying to steal in the neutral zone. Elmer pokes it into the corner. Looking for Craig Martin to the right side of Brad Barone. Martin trying to keep it moving. Knocked free by Orlando. Bird looks to clear. Brown has him held up with 13 seconds to go in the period. Solar Bears play it deep in behind the Jacksonville goal. Icing called against Orlando. 8.7 seconds to go. And we are an offensive zone draw away from the Icemen putting up a goose egg in the second period, not for goals allowed, but for shots allowed.
Yeah, 8.7 seconds. We'll see if they can hold on. But you're right, they've had a couple close
They've hit the post twice.
If you're an Orlando fan, you're watching like, oh, I think we had one or two, but they hit the post, two of them. Both of them there. That last one was even closer, but it did hit the pipe. The official waving it off there. And whoa.
One last shot from the Icemen. It would have counted. Barone makes a save from a sharp angle. So call it 24 shots to 5 for Jacksonville. In that period, 14 for the Icemen. Goose egg for the Solar Bears.
Oh, wow. You don't see that very often where a team was not registered a single shot. So 14-0. And the Icemen, we talked about early, they had to take that momentum from the first, carried over to the second. They did just that. This time, though, they were rewarded with a couple of goals. So an excellent period of hockey here. The guys really buckled down. They got 20 more minutes, though, Arlie. They got to continue to press here. Orlando's a quick strike team. The Icemen just got to take care of business. They continue to play the way they played the first two periods. They're going to be just fine.
After a scoreless first period, the Icemen went on top 1-0 early in the second. What a shorthanded goal from Captain Christopher Brown, deking from forehand to backhand and roofing it just under the bar, going bar down with that goal. Aaron Nazarian, the only assist at 3:02 of the second period. Again, a shorthanded goal, the 4th of the year from Jacksonville. And then a bit of a fluky goal for the Icemen, but they will take it. Sean Giles, a wrister from the blue line, got deflected off the glove of an Orlando defenseman, and it redirected behind the net of Brad Barone. For Sean Giles, congratulations. That's your first professional goal. His first of the year, obviously, as well. The only assist there to James Sanchez at 9:03 of the second period. But aside from the lead for Jacksonville, the story of that second period, the shots on goal. 14-0. Actually, I guess they're going to keep it at 13-0 for the Icemen. Either way, it's a goose egg for Orlando. No shots on goal in that second period. All Icemen in the middle frame. Still 20 minutes left to get this job done and try and snap this 6-game winless streak. We'll take a break and return momentarily. When we do, once again to the ECHL scoreboard, and we'll also go through the South Division standings for you too. It's 2-0 Jacksonville after 2 periods of play. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on flowhockey.tv and on Mixlr.
The 2022 Warrior ECHL All-Star Classic is coming to Jacksonville. Join us for this fun, multi-day hockey celebration and watch your Jacksonville Icemen take on the Stars of Tomorrow. The fun begins on Sunday, January 16th with the Fan Fest presented by Hodges Mazda. There'll be a live music, interactive games, a Hall of Fame ceremony, and a chance to meet the players. Then on Monday, January 17th, your Icemen go head-to-head against the ECHL All-Stars in the Warrior ECHL All-Star Game. All-Star Game and Fan Fest ticket packages are currently available for your family or business. Contact the Icemen at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at JacksonvilleIcemen.com.
Just be positive. Your Community First Mortgage champions make sure you get a great rate, a quick close, and can save you about $3,000 in closing costs. Apply at communityfirstfl.org. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik. Rebound. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Just be confident. Community First makes smarter banking simple so you can relax, knowing you're managing your money the right way, yours. Visit justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face-Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Icemen Hockey. Feel the freeze.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL. We are back at the Publix rink at the Veterans Memorial Arena. Arlie Johnson with you between periods 2 and 3. Could not ask for a better second period, or any period for that matter, for the Icemen. Outscoring Orlando 2-0, outshooting them 13-0. This is a period you're going to remember for a long time, and if the Icemen can finish the job tonight and come away with a victory, this is a springboard kind of effort for the Icemen, at least through 40 minutes of play. Complete the job, and you could really be in good shape here moving into this homestand. Again, 9 of the next 10 games at home, 4 in a row here at home starting tonight, 1 road game in Florida, and then a 5-game homestand after that. Let us move now to the ECHL standings. We'll stick with just the South Division for right now. haven't had much of an opportunity to tell you that since we're only in home game number 2 for the Icemen. But we can tell you that the Norfolk Admirals, who have been cellar dwellers for years really in the South Division, but not right now. They are off to a fantastic start. They're on a 5-game winning streak, at least going into the games tonight. Norfolk at 6-2 on the year, 12 points. They've got a 3-point cushion over second place Florida. Florida at 4 wins, 3 losses, 1 shootout loss for the Everblades. They are tied for second place with tonight's opponent, the Orlando Solar Bears. Orlando at 4-2-1 on the year. They have 9 points as well. In 4th place, despite their record, they actually have the best winning percentage in the division. It's the South Carolina Stingrays. Just the same, though, they're still only in 4th place. They've only played 5 games. They are 4-1 on the year. The Stingrays with a 2-point cushion over the 5th place Atlanta Gladiators, who also are off to a pretty good start, but they've played only 4 games all year long. That is the fewest in the entire ECHL. Atlanta 3-1 on the year. I am sure that these games will be catching up with the Gladiators, however. 3-1 for Atlanta in 5th place. Jacksonville is actually tied with the Gladiators for 5th, but we'll give it to Atlanta considering that they've played only 4 games to Jacksonville's 8. The Icemen currently sit at 2-4-1-1, but a victory tonight, again, with a bunch of home games coming up on the other side, could really bode well for the month of November for the Icemen. Jacksonville at 6 points on the year. And currently in last place, the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, 2-4 for Greenville, but the Swamp Rabbits did defeat the Icemen last night in the upstate of South Carolina. We will take another break and return momentarily. When we come back, we'll get you updated on the ECHL scoreboard from all across the league. Again, it's a full docket tonight, 13 total games around the ECHL. It's 2-0 Icemen after 2 periods of play. We'll return momentarily. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.